Hi, tea lovers. Today we are looking at the health-promoting powerhouse that is green tea. Green tea has been cherished for thousands of years, not just for its taste, but for its incredible health benefits. Scientists are uncovering what ancient healers always knew. This humble leaf is packed with health-boosting potential. From fighting free radicals to killing cancer cells, green tea is proving to be a true superfood. Medical journals are littered with numerous studies that lay out convincing evidence that green tea can play a big role in preventing cancer from forming and also fighting active cancer. Green tea has an impressive number of anti-cancer mechanisms of actions observed in studies and possesses some unique cancer-fighting features that cannot be ignored. Additionally, green tea has several key health-improving benefits that I think everyone would want to boost. Let's take a detailed look at a profile of green tea in the NutriLiv app to help you decide if this tea should be in your cup daily.
All right, so with the NutriLiv app booted up, we go ahead and type in green tea to pull up our results, and we can see there's 3 item profiles for green tea. Of course, there's one for teas. There's also a nutritional supplement, as well as tincture, which is an extract of green tea. Now, the nutritional supplement is primarily a concentrated form of the main anti-cancer component of green tea, and that is a catechin called epigallocatechin 3 gallate, EGCG for short, which is very popular nutritional supplement. But today we'll just look at the traditional form of consuming green tea, and that is the tea, of course. So immediately when we open up this profile, we can see why it has a very high NutriPoint value of 240. So it has a very, very impressive list of anti-cancer functions, as well as a very strong list of health optimizing functions. So for those that are interested in consuming items that have preventive cancer effects, we want to look for anti-carcinogenic, which we're seeing that here. So what's responsible for the anti-carcinogenic aspects of green tea? And it's mostly, there's components that exhibit, or really properties that neutralize free radicals, reduce oxidative stress, as well as prevent DNA damage that leads to cancer initiation as well as progression. So for those that are looking for items that actively fight the disease, there's a number of mechanisms of action that have been observed in many, many studies for green tea. One, we always want to see apoptosis. There's also angiogenesis here. So we'll start with angiogenesis. So it does inhibit angiogenesis, that's green tea, particularly EGCG. It does so by suppressing vascular endothelial growth factor expression. And basically what that boils down to is it's reducing the formation of new blood vessels that support tumor growth. Apoptosis, again, that's a mechanism of action where if you're consuming something, you really always want to see that as a mechanism of action. Apoptosis is just a scientific way of saying it initiates programmed cell death, in this case for cancer cells. So EGCG and other green tea polyphenols induce apoptosis in various cancer cell lines. That's been observed. And it does so by activating pro-apoptotic proteins and suppressing anti-apoptotic factors. This programmed cell death mechanism of action helps eliminate cancer cells. And that's what's been observed in many studies. So there's a lot of anti-cancer functions here, but the last one I'll hone in on is disrupting the tumor microenvironment, which we could see here is shown just short as in disrupt TME. So the green tea catechins help disrupt the tumor microenvironment by reducing inflammation, modulating immune cell function, and altering the extracellular matrix composition, which collectively impairs cancer cell growth and spread. So in addition to that impressive list of anti-cancer functions, there's lots of health optimizing functions, which no surprise here, antioxidant is on the list, anti-inflammatory, but the ones that I want to take a look at today is brain health is something that's high on my list personally, and the studies have shown that regular consumption of green tea has been associated with improved cognitive function and a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. So it's the neuroprotective effects are really been attributed to the antioxidant and the anti-inflammatory properties. Also, for those that are concerned with cardiovascular disease, a bonus here for heart health. Studies suggest that green tea consumption may have a cardioprotective effect, including improved lipid profiles, reduced blood pressure, and a decreased risk of cardiovascular disease. And then the last part that we'll focus on here is metabolism support. So green tea has been linked to increased energy expenditure and fat oxidation, and then potentially that aids in weight management and metabolic health. So two great lists of anti-cancer functions as well as health optimizing properties. But scrolling down, those fighting active disease, particularly using targeting metabolic vulnerabilities in cancer cells, love to see 3 for 3 here. All 3 metabolic pathways block: glucose, glutamine, as well as fatty acids. So it's very rare that you can get all 3. Particularly important is when you can intake an item that inhibits the uptake of glutamine. So great to see that here. Now, for those that also are looking for ways to improve the efficacy of standard treatments, this goes 4 for 4 for the aspects that we're examining, or analyzing studies for. We see chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy, and hormone therapy of all traits of green tea have been observed to improve those standard treatments, while also reducing side effects for 3 of those: chemo, radiotherapy, and hormone therapy. Now, this is also a biggie for those targeting active cancer. Anti-cancer stem cell marked as a yes. Now, for those unfamiliar in the role of cancer stem cells in the disease, really, really important for you to go take a look at a video that's in the description that analyzes the last 3 decades of research into cancer stem cells. The quick summary on it is the evidence is pretty compelling that shows that cancer stem cells are highly involved, maybe even responsible for tumor initiation, progression to metastasis, as well as for cancer recurrence. And the unfortunate thing is chemo, radiotherapy have little to no impact on cancer stem cells. So any natural, safe food supplements that you can take that have known abilities to kill cancer stem cells should certainly be something that's high in consideration. So this also is, of course, keto friendly as long as you're keeping your sugar out of your tea. If we scroll down a little bit further, we can see consumption summaries, a little information about the amount of consumption of green tea that was shown in studies to elicit the benefits that we observed. And then also there's a great list of the different types of green teas that are available and the amount of EGCG that has been observed or measured in them. And of course, at the bottom of the profile, we're going to see summaries, really detailed summaries that expand on the bullet list of properties and functions that we saw at the top part of the profile. There's cancer prevention summary, of course, anti-cancer summary, and all the rest of them are here, of course. If we look at the bottom, there's always that links to the studies that were sourced for the information that's included in this profile. So if we scroll back to the top and doing a quick recap here, we can clearly see this number, this NutriPoint value of 240 is justified. Very long list of anti-cancer functions, great list of health optimizing functions, 3 for 3 of metabolic pathways blocked, and a big yes on anti-cancer stem cells contribute to that great score. So I hope this review of the anti-cancer and health optimizing features of green tea was useful. Of course, you can sign up for the NutriLiv app to access the full library of food, supplements, tinctures, and aromatherapies. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. So thanks again for viewing. I hope you live long and live well. Thank you. Take care.